Hi everybody. I've been fairly busy between episodes. I have made myself a jetpack. And apparently put out some lights that I should not have. Okay. I have built myself a jetpack. And I have started on a thom lab. And the Halo's growing a lot of satellites. I'm thinking about putting on a second ring. But at any rate, I plan to put the infusion table in here. I plan on moving this over because that's not the thing that needs to be on top of burning netherrack. And I have built this on a higher level and put in a cute little spiral staircase for it. Nothing really detailed. And you might have seen last episode that I had started this. And this, of course, starts out with beating up the cobblestone and breaking it into sand, which may or may not be broken into dust. So we have all three states being hammered upon and sieved so that I can get all of the different results from it. And I also have auto compressors. And I've got filtering and routing set up so that all of the broken ore does eventually get turned into dust and powdered ore, which goes in here. But I have not yet automated the smelting of that stuff. Speaking of smelting, I made a smeltery. I put it here for reasons that should be fairly obvious. Although the area around here looks really crappy. And I have put a few travel anchors around the Halo. Which comes in handy and has been largely my replacement for ladders. And I have also made a grassy area and then failed to light it properly. But I've had a few, I've had some livestock popping up. Normal cow. Another normal cow. Okay, I need to breed these things so they stay put. I'll be right back. Alright, so we have some babies. Everybody should be continuing to exist. Oh, I also got a molten ludicrite cow. But I don't think I can breed it with anything but another ludicrite cow. Still, that ought to come in handy when I get around to making a reactor. I guess it's about time I took care of that. I think the other spawner is so full that this thing's not even generating anything anymore. I could be mistaken, though. That might have been a mistake. But not a very big one. So, one thing that I haven't done yet is gotten these golems made. And that's mostly because I haven't gotten any greatwood trees yet. For that, I'm going to have to do a dangerous infusion, and for a dangerous infusion, I'm going to need mixed shards, and for mixed shards, I'm going to need a few different things to break with hammers, including nether brick. Now, I could just grow nether brick with the magical crops mod. In fact, I kind of got started on that, but I decided that was taking too long. So, I decided to build myself a nether portal and see what's on the other side. Which, honestly, I was kind of curious about in the first place. Is it a skyblock nether? With no floor except in the nether fortresses? Or is it just a perfectly normal nether? With caverns and lava and everything? Inquiring minds want to know. And they would like to find out without getting themselves killed, which is why I made a jetpack. So, let's find out. Well, that is kind of interesting. So yeah, no floors, no ceiling, no netherrack, and no lakes of lava. But there are clouds. And those thorn thingies. And because I went with the smallest, cheapest jetpack, I'm going to have to be very careful with my RF. And the first thing I'll be doing when I get back, believe me, is upgrading this jetpack. First thing I'm going to do now is mark my portal. And I may also want to build a reception area around here for myself. So yeah, I'll have to make a few more trips, but other than the fuel situation, things actually seem to be a bit safer with no gas spawning all over the place. So yeah, this is going to take a few trips, but yeah, very interesting take on the Nether. All right, we now have our electrical steel jetpack, which with about 5 times the range. So we're going to look around some more. Maybe I should have brought some slabs. But I didn't. So we're just going to go off this way and see what we find. And there we are. That looks kind of awesome. And should certainly satisfy all of my wither, skeleton, and blaze needs. Except that's not actually what I'm here for at this time. Right now I'm just looking for some bricks. And stack of TNT. Wouldn't it be hilarious if the website I read about this from was just pranking me and this actually just sets it off? Okay, so I've spent a while getting things together. And I'm pretty close. As you can see, I've got the infusion altar set up. I have not yet activated it. And I think I'm about 10V short of doing that right now. But in the meanwhile, I have also been setting up the stuff to do the greatwood infusion. And I'm pretty sure the last thing I need is a shimmer leaf plant. And this is hopefully the only crucible activity that I'll be doing without the automated system. It's a shame I can't just bucket that out again. But that's going to be voiding into the atmosphere. But I got the shimmer leaf, and I've got cinder pearl over here. So now all I need is to activate this and get 6 buckets of witch water and 1 jungle tree. Sapling. The witch water is pretty easy. I already made the setup for this. and 6 buckets. Okay, I decided to try crafting a new wand. And this one is basically a stick with gold caps. And how about that? It worked. About time. Okay, so we're attempting to make a greatwood tree. And I have already put all the essentias in place. And yeah, I figured this crucible was going to do that. But anyway, I have all the essentias in place. I have put crystal clusters all over the place, 60 of them. And hopefully that will give us enough stability to make this work smoothly. It certainly is taking longer than I would like. But I've only had one thing knocked off a pedestal so far. 2 things knocked off a pedestal so far. And no items destroyed. And I may have spoke too soon. Alright, I'm going to see if I can hurry up and grab a new cinder pearl before things get hairy. And I only have 5 buckets. Alright, looks like I came back with these buckets just in time. And greatwood sapling. I'm really glad that that went off. I couldn't say it went off without a hitch because I've got purple goo all over the place, but I got a greatwood sapling. And that's going to allow me to greatly reduce the amount of purple goo I produce. Alright, I'm going to take this sapling and go plant it. And next episode, we're going to work on getting some alchemical apparatus and actually getting those golems going. So until then, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.